In the studio with me now for the KHTS Home and Garden Show and Emergency Expo, Terry Stone, who is the Emergency Preparedness Manager. I sort of feel like I need one of those in my own home. I don't know if you're available, but you're talking big emergencies, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Talking big emergencies that are going to affect the Santa Clarita Valley.
Well, welcome. I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more about this. Before we went on, I mentioned that I am a longtime resident of the Santa Clarita Valley, and I've not yet, I'm ashamed to admit, but I'm going to out myself here right now, I've not been to the KHTS Home and Garden Show and Emergency Expo, though I know it's been held for many years. I have a 17-year-old son who, for one reason or another, the crowds, it's always been a little difficult for me to take him places. And you mentioned that you actually have something for special needs in regards to emergency preparedness. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, we do, and I'm really glad you asked, and I hope you really plan on attending this year.
I do.
Looking out for you.
It's on my calendar.
Okay. Before the expo actually opens at 9 in the morning, we have a special needs time where children are welcome to come, and we actually give them special tours specifically for their age groups.
Very nice. And so the write-up to this says that the Emergency Expo section has services and information on emergency prevention, which in general, what does that mean? Prevention in what regard?
Well, for instance, there are many things that you can do at home that are going to prevent you and your son from being injured in a disaster. You can make sure that heavy items are secured, such as bookcases and televisions, that your bed is not placed directly under a window.
So sort of the secondary emergency event, things that can happen. Your home is not the safest place to be sometimes because of the things we bring into it.
Exactly. So you need to do a lot of planning to help prevent any kind of injuries that are going to occur in an earthquake.
The other things it mentions are preparedness. I feel like we've done a pretty good job with that, with things like water, batteries, the list that you've heard about. But this also mentions survival and recovery. I don't even know what that means, what that would look like in the event of an emergency. Can you give me an idea of what happens after we have this kind of event?
Sure. The first thing that you're going to do after the event occurs is to survive. So you're going to be looking around your environment and making sure that you're not in danger and your loved ones are not in danger. Something as simple as making sure that you have a pair of sneakers or shoes under your bed so that you're not cut by any fallen glass.
Oh, and a good idea, because I had a family member once. I was stuck in a snowstorm at their house, and I said, "Where's the snow shovel?" They said, "In the garage." I said, "Your garage isn't attached to your house." So keeping your shoes rather than in your closet, a pair nearby, that's very good advice.
Exactly. And when you've made all the arrangements to make sure that all your furniture is secured, you're going to be able to get to those important items you need for survival, such as your food and water, wherever you have them stored.
My house, if you came in, you might think there'd already been a disaster. So I think some of this preparedness is going home and getting rid of some of the clutter, so I know the difference between what I need and what I don't need. Probably a good idea.
It's an excellent idea. And at the expo, I'll be there and helping people start their disaster plans. We actually have free disaster plans for families.
So it'll give us a checklist to help us as when we go home to...
Exactly. And it also has specific Santa Clarita emergency numbers, such as the gas company, the fire department, the police department. So it's very accessible. It even has a magnet on the back so you can stick it on your refrigerator.
Wonderful.
So you always know where it is.
Wonderful. Can I ask how long you have been part of the emergency preparedness program?
Sure. I have been at Henry Mayo as the emergency manager for 7 years.
7 years. So this is a wonderful event, it sounds like. So this is the KHTS Home and Garden Show and Emergency Expo, which will be taking place March 29th and 30th. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to hometownstation.com and pencil this into your calendar. I certainly plan to do so. And Terry Stone, thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you at the KHTS Home and Garden Show and Emergency Expo.
Thank you, T.
Thank you so much.